Lengthening your inhale. Lengthening your exhale. Developing a calm and an ease. You come home to your body, to the center in this moment. Continue to breathe, and I'll share some words and then a short reading. I think it's fair to say that many of us over these past couple of weeks and months have been feeling emotions that maybe we had a hard time naming or not understanding why particularly they have arisen. I was talking to a good friend of mine and my yoga teacher about that, and she brought into my awareness that what we are experiencing is grief. Grief and sorrow that comes with that, which so often we run from, right? That's where you get the fight and flight. Oh, this doesn't feel good. I want to run away. That's where we get alcoholism, addiction, overeating, debt, all of those things that we use to numb out so that we can avoid these uncomfortable feelings. It may not be clear that we are experiencing grief because maybe you haven't had a particular loss in your own life, but so many have. And that's really not, that's one of the gates of grief, but it is not the total picture. The awakening, if you will, the unearthing that is happening right now, this grief that's rising to the surface, is collective. It's ancestral. It is shared as part of the human experience. And so I have found much relief by being able to name this and be comfortable in knowing that it's okay, and actually we are being called to grieve in this moment. So she recommended a book to me called The Wild Edge of Sorrow by Francis Weller. And I'm going to share a few words from this book, from the preface. The accumulation of losses are pressing on our psyches and demanding that we engage the multiple sorrows that are enfolding our world and our lives. This crack in our denial is one of the most hopeful signs I see for our planet. We are beginning to take in the wider expanse of loss that is happening in our culture and our ecosystems. In addition to our personal wounds and losses, we are hearing the earth itself calling for our attention and affection, our care and action. Her sorrows are being felt in our bodies. We sense them in our minds and glimpse them in our dreams. The interweaving of personal and planetary losses has left many of us feeling uncertain, anxious, and ultimately heartbroken. Our broken hearts have the potential to open us to a wider sense of identity, one capable of seeing through the partitions that have segregated self from world. Through grief, we are initiated into a more inclusive conversation between our singular lives and the soul of the world. We are coming to understand that there is no isolated self stranded in the cosmos. We are participants in an entwined and entangled net of connections with a continuous exchange of light, air, gravity, thought, color, and sound, all coalescing in the elegant dance that is our shared life. It is the broken heart that can let slip into its core the shimmer of a salmon gliding just under the surface of the water, the startling arc of the swift, the wonder of Mozart, and the sheer beauty of sunrise. So this acknowledgement of grief, this shared sorrow, this collective connection reminds us too of our Bodhi nature and our Buddha nature, right? What it means to be a bodhisattva and to be truly a vessel for compassion. Because when one of us, or one of our creatures, any of the creatures in the 10 directions suffers, we all suffer. When one bleeds, we all cry. And so, hopefully in today's asana practice, we will get into some of these places in our body where we are storing and holding these emotions. And if you, like me, have been holding on to some of this and not knowing what to name it, I invite you to consider naming it today. Grief, sorrow, and to let yourself be okay in actually welcoming, opening the door for these emotions rather than trying to push them away. So please bring your hands behind your heart and let's take an to open together. Inhale. And open your eyes, and I'm going to welcome two people who just came into the studio. Hello, good morning, welcome. Good morning, I'm Amanda. Thank you for being here. Feel free to spread, I don't know, did you guys come together?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Cool. You still might want a little bit more space. You have tons of space in here, so you can spread over as you like. And we'll go ahead and get started. So you can uncross your legs, go ahead and come to your bottom and shake those out. Shaking out your legs in front of you, sitting up nice and tall, and your fingertips be turned toward the wall behind you for Dandasana or staff position. Sitting up nice and tall, inhaling, looking up briefly, exhaling, just allowing yourself to roll forward ever so slightly toward Paschimottanasana. Forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Try to lengthen your back, flatten it out, exhale forward. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Go ahead and take your left leg and bring it into your right thigh, so the sole looks like a mirror. Inhale, look up, turn your torso toward your straight leg. Exhale, begin to walk out over your straight leg, Chandrasukhasana. So you can, if it's available for your left hand to grab the outside of your right foot, that's wonderful. You can use your right fingertips as support. Otherwise, any part of your leg will do. Again, inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, as you flatter back, go ahead and fold down. Breathing there. And as you're inhaling, letting the light and the energy that you're inhaling move down your spine. Exhaling, moving up your spine, getting very empty at the bottom. One more like that. Exhale. And then roll on up, one vertebrae at a time. And then take your left leg, cross it over. Yeah. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale to your left. You can keep hugging your knee in, or you can take your tricep to the outside of your thigh, whatever feels best for you. But you really want to twist from your gut. So again, breathing in, that inhaling, grounding down sensation, the like moving down your spine so you're all the way to your sit bones. And then as you exhale, moving up your spine, getting empty, you can find a little bit more space and freedom at the bottom to turn. One more like that. exhale, go ahead and twist it on out. Switch legs. Nice, move your sit bones. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, turn your torso toward your straight front leg. And with that flat back, go ahead and fold down. So your right hand will grab whatever part of your leg is available. My fingertips can help support you. Inhale, look up halfway. So rise up a little bit. Flatten out your back as best you can. And with that length, go ahead and exhale a little bit. These micro movements help us find a little bit more space. One more. Very nice breath. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take your right leg, cross it over. Make sure to activate your bottom leg so that your fingers on your foot, your toes are spread wide. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist to your right. Again, you can hold your knee in if that stabilizes you, or you can take your triceps to the outside of your thigh, whatever feels best for you today. Using that sensation of breath, moving down the spine, up the spine, so that we get empty. Next breath, go ahead and twist down. Bring this, shake out your legs for a second. Bring the soles of your feet together. Baddha Konasana doesn't have to come all the way to where you're going. Your legs can also be spread out a bit. Ignore that. Helping protect this morning. Inhale, look up halfway. And then exhale, lower, fold forward. Allow your elbows to press your calves down. Forward folds are an act of surrendering. A prayer. A release. Breathing here. Roll on up. You can use your hands to bring your knees together. Bring your feet out in front of you. Hands behind you. Fingertips pointed towards the back of the room. Rise up on an inhale into tabletop for reverse shape. Really go. Let your hips drop. So you really want to bring your hips up. Let your head fall back. That pulls up on your neck. Two. One. Come on down. And come around to hands and knees. And you go right there. 3 rounds of cat cow. So you want to arch your back on the inhale. Arch, sorry, I'm taking off my long sleeves here. So arch. And then exhale, push the floor away, round your spine. Bring your navel toward your spine. You can do that. Oh, I'm going to turn around because my butt is, so Shelly's going to have to look at my butt. Inhale. Knees good. Arch. Exhale. Push the floor away. Really exaggerating the breath. Exhale. This next time that you come into cat, allow yourself to keep that continuation of the exhale all the way back to child's pose. Getting very empty at the bottom of that breath and seeing if you can hold the breath out even for a beat, maybe 2 beats. When you've done so, inhale once more up into cow. Exhale, really rounding, keeping that exhale all the way back to child. And empty at the bottom. Lifting, finding a lifting sensation, what we call Uddiyana Bandha. So your perineum is inhale, cow. Exhale, out. To child. You ready? Come up once more. Inhale. This time curl your toes under and exhale and press into Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. You're going to check in with your shape. Your knees can have a healthy bend, so you don't have to worry about them getting too straight. You really want to focus on turning your outer arms under. You're hauling out your armpits, spreading your fingers wide, moving your finger pads down. Bringing the weight toward your heels and allowing your head to just be neutral. Big belly breath there. Bottom of your next exhale, go ahead and walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come on. Really breathe. Exhale. I'm going to move this a little bit. There we go. Sorry, it's weird. I can see the screen, but everybody out there can see me. So we're doing hybrid classes, right? So that's what's going on. There's a Zoom audience, and then there's you guys. It's our second week doing it like this. So thank you for being here. It's all a grand experiment. Okay, let's inhale. Go ahead and bring our arms up, and then exhale. Hold down, diving forward. Inhale, our Uttanasana, so look up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Top of a push-up. Hold in plank for a breath. Let your heels move toward the back of the room. Again, engaging your arms. Take an inhale there. If you like, for this first one, you can take knees. Chest, chin to the ground for a modified chaturanga. Always an option. Inhale, baby cobra. Tops of the feet rooted on the earth. Elbows tucking toward your rib cage. Exhale, lower. Inhale. You can push up if you like, or just push your way into down dog for the exhale. Big breath in down dog. Full exhale. Inhale, right leg raises high to the sky. Three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it through to lunge. In lunge, you really want your knee tracking over your ankle. You want your back heel moving toward the back of the room. So that sensation will help you lengthen out your lunge and engage everything. So you should be able to take your hands off the earth and feel buoyancy and be stabilized. Bring your left hand to the earth. Right hand reaches up. Twist it open. Really allow your heart to be expansive here. Almost like a back bending sensation while you're pulling everything else toward the midline. Good. Go ahead and bring it back down. Inhale. Exhale. Roll forward. Inhale, root to legs. Inhale. exhale, dive forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, if you like to modify your chaturanga. One more time, down. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders out of your ears, so you're moving down your back. Exhale. Inhale. To down dog on the exhale. Inhale, left leg comes up. Three legs down. Exhale. Try to pull your knee to your nose as you come through the lunge. So you can get that little bit of core sensation. Stabilize your lunge first. Maybe even take your hands off. See if you can rise up. We won't be rising yet, but we want to ground so that you can. And then you'll twist the opposite direction. Right hand down, left hand up. Heart opening. Reaching back. Keeping your knee towards the midline so it's strapping over your ankle. 2, 1. Good. Bring your hands down. Inhale. Step forward. Exhale. And fold. Inhale. Root to rise. Come on. Good. Let's do the center. Samasthiti. Inhale, bring your arms up, hook your thumbs. Exhale and get tall. Try not to let your tailbone stick out, but rather bring it under so you're in a nice straight line. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your right. Yes. And nice and stretchy in the side body. Try not to collapse forward, but rather really opening up your chest. Reaching. Inhale, reach high. Exhale. Full breath, full expansion. Good. Inhale. Release the clasp of your thumbs. Exhale, Uttanasana chair. In Uttanasana, the weight is in your heels. You like to be able to raise your toes and lower them. So that's where you want. Even if your toes don't get very high, that's where you want to feel. Activating your glutes, shoulders moving down your back. Like you're holding a ball of energy between your palms. Breathe in here. 2, 1. Go ahead and fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plant your hands. Step or hop to plank. Modified or full chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Up dog, your knees are lifted, thighs are lifted, arms are straight. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a second and down dog. Take a breath in. Re-engage your arms. Energy, light, moving up. Your spine on the exhale, down on the inhale. Use your right leg once more. Inhale. Exhale, twist it open this time. So bend your leg so that your heel is moving toward your bottom. Square off your torso even as your legs are twisted. Into the side, you guys look great. And inhale, square and straight. Exhale, try to take that knee to your nose as you tap your back. Get light. Exhale, step it through. Really nice. Lower your back knee. Release the curl in your back toe. Inhale, Anjayasana, sweep up. Letting your knee move over your ankle so you can get into your front hips here. Arms reaching up. Exhale. Fingertips to the earth. Inhale, Ardha Hanuman, runner's lunge. Flex your front foot. Knee, head folding toward knee. Inhale, come back to lunge. We're going to twist again. So twist to warrior bent leg. Yes. Now you can stay here. If it feels stable for you, go ahead and pick up your bottom hand, meet it with the other one, and take it into a twist with your palms together. If you need to lower your back knee, if you want to try it. Stable here for another breath. And then from wherever you're at, turn toward your front leg. Inhale, rise up for crescent lunge, high lunge. Being with your breath, find stability. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips toward the earth. Back foot forward. Hold. Inhale, right down into your feet. Rise up. Exhale, hands to the center. Taking a moment, coming all the way through to Tadasana. You're closing your eyes. Feeling your heartbeat start to race a little bit more. The awakening of your body. Sensations changing. Difference in your sides. Notice it all. And let it go. No attention. Inhale. Hug your thumbs. Exhale, get tall. Inhale, reach. Exhale once more to your right. So again, really try to get into your side bend here. Open up. And a little bit more space. Inhale. Exhale, opposite side. Big breath in. Inhale. Palms face one another. Exhale, Uttanasana, chair pose. And a little lower. Move into your heels a little more. And exhale. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop, plank, chaturanga or modified chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Up and down. Stabilize your dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, heel toward body. Twist it open. And touch your neighbor with your toe. Your socially distanced neighbor. For those of you out there. Try to keep your torso square. And as your limbs are stretching. Good. Inhale, square and straighten everything. As you exhale, toward lunge. Like you're moving through mud. Bring that knee to your nose. Pat your back. Then you step it through. Or try. Just a sensation. And then go ahead and lengthen out your lunge first. And I think we started here. So knee down. Inhale, Anjayasana. low lunge. So allow your knee to track over your ankle for this one so that you really get into that outer hip on the opposite side. Find a little back bend at the top. Inhale. Exhale. All the way to half Hanumasana on a runner's lunge. So straighten out your front leg, flex your foot. Inhale, back toward lunge. And then we'll take that twist again. So this time your right hand or fingertips stay down as you bring your left hand to the sky. And then your back heel is really pressing toward the back of the room. Your front foot's rooted down, knee coming toward the midline. That setting your lower body is critical to your buoyancy and your balance. If you're feeling okay there and you want to take your bottom hand to meet your top so that your palms come together for a more balanced lunge, go there. Easy does it with your breath. Pressing into your palms can help you get a little bit more leverage. Inhale, energy moving down your spine. Exhale, moving up. Slowly untwist, stabilize. Inhale, rise up, crescent. I know your legs are burning, it's okay. Use your breath. One breath. Exhale, bring it down. All the way forward. Hang out there for a second. Maybe you can grab your elbows. Give a little bit extra weight to your gravity. Swing a little bit side to side. And go ahead and let go of your elbows. Root into your feet as you rise up. Okay. Touching palms through the center. Breathing here, coming all the way down to Tadasana. Self once more to the top of your mat. Inhale. Arms come up. You can bring your palms together this time as you exhale into chair. Uttanasana. Now, a couple of options here. We're going to make our way back all the way to a warrior stance, but we're going to start with warrior 3. So if you don't want to take warrior 3, you can just step right back right away to warrior 1. Otherwise, you can lift, ground into your left foot, lift your right off the earth, and then take your knee into your chest to start. Bend your left knee, kick your right leg back, heel to the back of the wall, toes flex, point it down. Very good. Sorry, looking at you is not helpful for my balance. You want to take your arms out in front of you, you can, or you can leave them here. Good, stabilize. Inhale. Exhale, step all the way back into warrior 1. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale into warrior 2. Then deeply into your front leg. And you have to adjust your stance, heel to arch. You guys look pretty good. And then bend into that front leg, as deep as you can. Gaze over your front fingertips. Nice. Opening up across your heart center. Big breath in. Inhale, reverse your warrior, so let your back knee come down. Exhale into version A, side angle pose. Then deep into your front leg, forearm to thigh. Just like we did when we were standing in crescent move, turn your heart toward the sky and really reach that arm toward the front of the room. So you can get into the obliques, the side body there. And then a little deeper inhale. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Inhale to arch. Torso over front straight leg. Exhale into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So again here, triangle is a heart opener. So you may need to come up higher on your leg. Yeah. And then turn your heart toward the sky. 2, 1. Inhale. Bring your hand down toward your front straight leg. Exhale. So you need to step your back leg in. Yeah. Shorten your stance. Urdhva. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. So your hands can be anywhere on your legs that they need to be. If they go to the earth, great. Your back foot is turned out slightly. Really nice. Ladies. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. And then bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way up. Do a little bit of pranayama here. So you want to take your opposite arm up. So that's going to be your left arm. It's going to run as high into the sky. Your right arm's going to, sorry, I'm backwards. So I'm mirroring you guys. So it's the other way. Opposite arm from leg. So your right arm will be up. Inhale, get really tall. And then exhale, fold forward with that flat arm. Okay. And that's the move. We're going to inhale. And exhale. So wait. We're going to inhale for a count of 5 as best you can. And exhale for a count of 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way down. So you can hold out the breath for a beat. And just let your breathing resume in normal cadence. And from here, we're going to revolve our triangle. So you're going to be twisting to your left. Your right hand can be down toward the earth or to the outside, to the inside or outside of your foot. Left hand on your hip to start. Rooting into your straight legs. Really nice, ladies. Really, really nice. If you feel stable enough, you can take your top arm toward the sky. If not, just stay where you are and breathe. 2, 1. Go ahead and release on a breath. If you have any juice left, we're going to take Ardha Chandrasana. If you just want to come to forward fold, do that. Otherwise, your back leg, so your right leg's going to lift up off the earth, parallel with your hip. Right fingertip, left fingertips are on the earth. You're twisting open. Right hand reaches toward the sky as you can, or to your hip. Flex that back foot, like you're stepping on the back wall. A little micro bend in your knees will help you. For 3, 2, 1. Both fingertips to the earth. Standing split for a beat. Everybody forward fold. Woo. If you're bending your forward fold and you want to step on your palms, great. Otherwise, take whatever version of forward fold feels right for you in this moment. Go ahead and release. Rooting into your feet as you inhale to rise. Coming once more to Tadasana for just a moment, eyes closed. Feeling even more sensation in your body, differences in the two sides. Excellent. Second side. So there's no side. Hopefully I can remember everything we did. Inhale, come up. Exhale into Uttanasana. Again, you want to take your hands together. So Anjali Mudra. And that feels great. And then you're going to, when you're ready, again, you can either just go right back into warrior one, or you can step into your right leg, lift your left knee toward your chest to start, and kick back toward the back of the room. Digasana, warrior three. Flexed foot, toes pointing down, highest focus. Maybe arms go out in front of you. Inhale, reach back all the way to warrior one. Exhale. Inhale, warrior two. I'm going to turn around now. I can see you. Open up. So bend deeply into that front leg. Yes. Beautiful adjustment, ladies. Gaze over front fingertips. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then comes down your back. Leg. Exhale. Parsvakonasana version A, side angle pose. So again, heart is turning toward the sky. Top arm is reaching toward the front of the room. Breath is full. Long, slow. And a little deeper, one more. And all the way up on the next one. Straighten your front leg, inhale. Exhale, torso over front, straight leg. Exhale into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, triangle is also a heart opener. You really want to root into your feet. You may need to lift a little higher so that you can turn your heart toward the sky. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach. Bring both fingertips to the earth. You exhale and step your back foot in about a third of the way. Ardha Konasana. Square your hips, starting here. So you can take your thumb into your hip crease and angle your hip toward the back of the room. Look up halfway. Hold. And then on your next inhale, you bring your hands to your hips as you rise up. Yeah, this is very tricky. It's a really, really grounding pose. So what we've been talking about in class is as you're breathing in, imagine the sensation of light coming down your spine, all the way into your feet, really rooting you down. And then as you exhale, you get light and breathe everything out that is not serving you in this moment. So we're going to start with the opposite hand, so that should be the left hand up. Right hand to hip. And so we'll inhale for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale with that flat back for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way down. Hold the breath out for a couple beats. It's really empty. Here we will prepare to revolve our triangle. So if the floor is not accessible for you, you can just come up to whatever part of your leg works for you. Keep your right hand on your hip. Press into your back foot as you just twist toward your left. If your hand reaches the earth on the outside of your foot, that's great. If it's on the inside of your foot, that's also great. Root down using that same sensation of breath as you twist. Getting very empty at the bottom so you can find a little bit more space to revolve. Maybe your top arm reaches to the sky, maybe it doesn't. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, lunge. If you're done, come to forward fold. Otherwise, weight into your front foot. Left leg reaches up. Parallel with your hip. Ardha Chandrasana, second side. Top hand can be on your hip. The whole time, if it reaches toward the sky, great, but don't compromise your stability. 3, 2, 1. Both fingertips to the earth. Breathe down, split. Exhale, forward fold. Woo! Letting it all go. Inhale, root into your feet. Rise up. Hands to your heart. And Tadasana. Go ahead and turn toward the long edge of your mat and spread your feet wide. Doesn't matter which direction you guys go. You won't be here long. Parallel your feet. Inhale, your arms out, wide. Exhale, bring your hands behind you, clasp them if you can. Inhale, pull them down. Exhale, one more forward fold as you bring your hands toward the sky for a little shoulder stretch. Really good breath here. You can loosen your palms if you want to get a little bit more into your shoulders. See how far you can take them for that mobility. And then release your hands down so that they're underneath you. Leaning your left hand on the earth, go ahead and take your right hand toward the sky. Reach up for a twist. Root it to your feet. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, opposite side. Reaching up. Inhale. Exhale, release. Cross the knees. Good. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips as you rise up. Slowly, head comes last. Turn your feet out, so they're going the same direction as your knees. And then sit down into a horse stance or goddess stance. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, index finger and thumb touch as you open your arms up wide across your heart center. Sit a little deeper. Big belly breath. First two, one. Go ahead and release. Toe heel or heel toe. Come to the top of your mat. And then just take your feet about as wide as your mat. Sit down into a squat. Yeah, good. Malasana. Connecting as best you can. Inhale. Exhale. All the way down to your bottom. Woo! Bring your knees together. Squeeze your knees in as you come back to your back. Give yourself a little hug. Rock side to side. Now from here, place your feet on the earth. Plant your feet hips distance apart. We're going to take a bridge. And so, version A, bridge, just press into your feet, lift your hips. And you can keep your palms flat on the earth. As you get a little bit more comfortable, you can walk your shoulders underneath you one at a time. Press into your feet a bit more, lift your hips higher, clasp your hands underneath you. And you want to untuck your chin so that you're not putting too much pressure there. You want your neck to be neutral. Lift your hips really high. Big belly breaths. Really expansive breath as your knees squeeze toward the midline here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and your hands are clasped, release them, walk your shoulders up, and then slowly come down, one vertebrae at a time. Let your knees move toward one another and touch. So bring one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. And just breathe in. We'll take one more bridge sequence. If you have wheel as part of your practice and you want to move into a full back bend, you can do that now. Otherwise, we'll take bridge again, pressing into your feet. Rising up, walking your shoulders underneath you one at a time. If you're coming into wheel, hands go alongside your head, fingertips pointed toward your feet. Press into your feet, come to the top of your head. Press into your palms. push up. You can always lift your heels to get a little bit more height. Wherever you're at, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down slowly. Once more, allow your knees to touch. Then from here, we'll take a figure 4, otherwise known as supine pigeon. So let's start with our right leg. And you just take your leg up and cross it over your left thigh. So your right foot is flexed. You can leave, so the version A is to leave your bottom foot on the earth and just press your thigh away. Otherwise, bring your legs toward you. Thread your right arm between that little eye of the needle you've created. And you can play around with it. So you can either clasp your hands behind your left thigh or on top of your shin. Different sensations arise in different variations of this shape. It's helpful to use your right elbow to press your right thigh away from you. And just breathe here. Bottom of your next exhale, go ahead and release. Bringing both feet back to the earth for just a moment. As you reset and switch sides. So, left leg, left foot flexes, goes on top of right thigh. Version A, stay here, just press your thigh away. Version B, bring your leg toward you. Thread your left arm into that opening. Clasp your hands. Press thigh away. Go ahead and release all of that. Bring both feet once more to the earth. Open your arms out into a T. Lift your shins so that they're parallel with the sky. Inhale. Exhale, just drop your knees to the right. Supine twist. It's okay. Turn your head to the opposite direction. And you can take your right hand to the top of your left thigh and really push it down. Whatever helps you get deeper into this spinal twist. Taking these last moments to, again, really focus on that sensation of the light, the prana, moving up and down your spine, giving you more space. Inhale, bring your knees once more toward the sky so everything got to the center. And then exhale, second side. Dropping your knees to your left. Turn your head to the right if it's available for you. Go ahead and bring everything once more to the center. Squeezing your knees in, and then grabbing the tops of your feet outside or inside for a happy begin. Moving your pelvis toward the earth. Rooting feet down into your hands. You want to take your legs into a straddle. That feels good. Do so. Feeling anything else you need in these final moments before we move into Shavasana. Otherwise, moving into Shavasana. Letting everything go. Coming into stillness. Letting go of your Ujjayi breaths. Really sinking into the cradle of the earth. Letting go fully and completely. Bring some movement back to your fingers and toes. Maybe a big inhale in through your nose and out through your mouth. Before you roll over to your side, and slowly make your way once more to a seated position. Put your hands in front of your heart. Just take a breath of gratitude to yourself and to your fellow yogis and yoginis who have joined you wherever they are this morning. This shared container of practice. This sacred time. For it truly is a sacred practice. Purposeful and intentional connection of breath to body to movement. A recentering of what we identify as self to the truth of existence, which is that we are all part of one living, breathing organism. No self without other. And take a breath of gratitude to RBC for being our Sangha home, providing beautiful sanctuary, practice in all its forms. With a final intentional breath, I invite you to send out some of the metta or loving kindness that you cultivated this morning, offering it to all of those beyond these bodies. The practice for those who can't. The practice so that we can all rise and love. And let's close with an Om together. Thank you all so much for joining this morning and sharing your practice. Namaste. Namaste. Just a reminder, there is a service tomorrow, so the temple is open, limited capacity. Do wear your masks. And then also, if you feel like you want to donate this morning, Buddhist Center on Venmo or also on the PayPal. Thank you so much for sharing this time.